just about sailing, January 2018. Start of the new year, we get the, apart from the customary cough, we get the London Boat Show, which is a nice way to start the year. So this year I went with my daughter and my sister, and I really wanted to have a look at some of the things that I intend to buy over the next few months. And what I'm going to do here is just have a look at the boat show and look at those things. So specifically, the Wallis diesel, it's a combined heater and stove, which we're going to look at. So I just want to sort of show what that's like. It's great because I managed to talk to technical people, ask questions about the exhaust, where it should be routed and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to cover that, I'm just going to have a quick look at it. Then secondly, the windows, and I've decided to go for Glaze's clamped in windows, which I think are absolutely fabulous, so we'll have a look at that. And then lastly, I do want a fridge on the boat. I've actually decided I want this going to warmer weathers, and I've looked at an option which has, as part of the cooling system for the, what's it called, for the compressor bit, it actually does seawater cooling, which means that the power consumption actually goes down quite significantly. So now, interestingly, all the people were brilliant that I spoke to, but none of them wanted to appear on video on the channel actually. So there won't be any interviews with people from this. So let's have a quick look at these three products first. Right, London Boat Show 2018. Loads of powerboats. Not a huge number of sailing boats, and a lot smaller than before. Still managed to get to see lots of people that I wanted to see, including the best ribs in town, which is a joke on rigid inflatable boats. But worth a visit, but not the way it used to be. This is the Wallis hob that I'm going to fit. It's got the lid on here, which is a blower lid, so when this is closed down, it actually blows the hot air out the bottom. The thing is, which is quite controversial, is it's not gimbaled. You can't gimbal it. Now, I've never actually used the old cooker with a gimbal on it, so it's not been a problem. You can put the clamps on, so I think it'll be fine. I mean, send me your comments, but I'm definitely going to go for this. Kill two birds with one stone, get the gas off the boat. Very, very simple controls. It's pushing out a nice lot of heat, gets very good reviews, hardly takes any fuel. You're not going to have problems with the gas and so on, but yeah, probably about end of March, April time, that should be fitted once I've done the rest of the galley, so have a look out for that. Right, yet another person who doesn't want to be on my YouTube channel is standing right next to me, by the way. This is what I'm going to go for on the windows. This is Glaze, which was recommended by a viewer, and it's the clamp-in, like the ones I took off, except much more sophisticated. It's curved, so I'm going to have to put in the... I'm going to have to take the squares off and do the fiberglassing work. And it's got this wonderful system, which hopefully you can see, that nothing goes through the fiberglass. It's actually clamped on. In fact, I'll show a little graphic up here to show how that works. So this should be totally watertight, so I'm looking forward to this, and in fact I'm probably going to do all the windows in this, so look out for that, because that will be fitted fairly soon. In fact, I'll do a temporary fitting first, and then I will do a more permanent one later. So yeah, this is Glaze, not being paid by them. Nice product, really looking forward to doing this. So here we go. I want to go for a water-cooled unit. As it says here, where in the world are you cruising? So the blue bits are where you will get most benefit from water cooling. So obviously around the Mediterranean, that's blue, and power consumption, and I'm not 80 litres at all, is significantly less. And the water-cooled element, and I assume that's copper, so it's got its own zincs, sits outside, and then a tiny little compressor unit, and obviously this is much too big, but something about half that size to go into the fridge. And this is from Penguin Smart Refrigeration Solution, so that's the one I'm going to go for. Right, now the only reason I'm not going to buy one of these is because I've already got one. So this is the beautiful, beautiful Beta 20, which is in the boat, and it's been going fine for the last 2 years. So there you go. Sorry, I just couldn't resist putting in the beta engine at the end because it was right opposite the Wallis stand, and it's just lovely. Sometimes I just open the engine compartment and look at it. It really is absolutely fantastic. The other thing about the boat show is you get, and London Boat Show is very different from Southampton. I got to admit, I actually prefer Southampton. It's more sailor oriented. London has got a lot of motorboats, and there's a lot more sort of bling around. And they were looking at the ultimate accessories for boats, and so we didn't go on them because there are huge, great queues of people trying to go on these boats. But Princess Yachts and Sunseeker are two of the big ones, and they had their accompanying bits of the ultimate accessories if you're a big yacht owner. So let's have a quick look at this. So the ultimate Princess Yachts have made a Bentley, or designed a Bentley that will actually match one of their big yachts. So I think I might see if I can get a smart car that will sort of match Serenity. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? So with Princess you get a matching Bentley, with Sunseeker you get a matching paddle boat thing. Yeah. I think the marketing department drops clanger there. Well, I really don't want to comment on all this. All I can say is that there is a saying which says that money can buy you everything except for good taste. But the less said about that, the better. And you know, with my theme of the £200 millionaire. But it would be nice to have an accessory. And we did actually see a car. I was looking at this with my daughter. Instead of with my daughter and my sister, we did actually see a car that really fitted the sort of thing that we're both into. And we did a deal over lunch that I would actually, there's a car that's based on a kit car, and I used to have a kit car long ago. I'll put a photo up here if I can actually find my old car, a picture of it. I'm not sure if I can. There is a kit car that's based on a Suzuki Jimny. She really wants to get a Suzuki Jimny, so the deal is that when when she's used that, we'll actually get one of these things that I'm going to show you next, and I'll actually do the conversion for her, which will be good fun. But that's not going to be for a few years yet, so don't hold your breath on that one. I started to video this. I forgot to turn the sound on, so the first bit of this is actually my daughter just explaining to the camera the deal that she's done. But this is a legally binding deal. We tend to stick to deals when we do them in our family. So let's just have a look at this wonderful vehicle. So look at this. This is an amphibious car based on a Suzuki Jimny, and it's absolutely fantastic. And here's Lucy, or I'm getting her to sort of explain the deal, which is basically what she's about to say. Sorry, I didn't turn the microphone on. Is, yeah, Dad has promised that if I get a Jimny and get one of these things later on, the kit form, he will actually put it together for me, and that's a legally binding deal. And she's really into this. Lovely car. I think that's fabulous. This thing is based on the Suzuki Jimny, and it's just fabulous, and it floats. So there you go. And it's not desperately expensive either. So this won't happen soon, but it will happen. So here we go, here's this absolutely gorgeous car and some very polite people who've stood aside. Thank you very much. Seriously, who needs a Bentley when you've got one of those? I just think that's brilliant. But let's revert now a little bit to the champagne lifestyle, because earlier on when I went off to have a look at the products, sister and daughter went off. They needed a place to sit down, and the only place they could find was the champagne bar. So they did that, and then I joined them, and we went to have a look at a couple of boats. We went to have a look at how the kitchen was, the galley was laid out. And we looked at a Geno, the new Geno, the 31 foot. I really like Genos. I've got a big soft spot for Genos. I've sailed a lot of them. I did most of my learning in Genos. And then we had a look at Bavaria. The Geno is the first one with the black countertop, and the Bavaria is the second one with the white countertop. And although they've been to the champagne bar, I don't think any of that champagne went to their head, or did it? Let's have a look and see what happens next. Right, so what do sister and daughter on my free tickets at the boat show do? They head off to the Moët Chandon champagne bar. Of course they do. Yeah. So this is the Geno 319, I think it is. Just just getting ideas for kitchen space, because I'm going to have about 20 centimetres behind the cooker. That's about 20 centimetres, isn't it, that shelf?
Yeah.
This
You're going to have to lift, aren't you?
Yeah, so the fan thing is going to be in the way.
It's very small. It feels very small over here.
Well, it's only 30 foot, 31 foot.
But still.
Single sink.
I still feel like you'd have to be sure to sleep in that bed. Yeah, have a look. It feels. It's light though, it's very light.
The people who've been on the champagne are complaining that this is a little bit small. I think this is huge. Oh, come on, this is a really nice V-berth. With cupboards. And space at the top there, and a nice hatch. This is really, really nice, actually.
Why have you got a chimney?
Hang on, I'm going to put this on the YouTube channel. Sister, who has done her competent crew and is about to do a day skipper, looked at this compression post and said, "Why have you got a chimney?" Oh God, you couldn't write this stuff, could you? This is nice, this is nice. That is lovely, that is lovely. That is lovely. And that's a proper full, that's huge. That is, you can't complain at that.
Right, okay.
Right. Right, here's the galley. Actually, I like whatever this stuff is, I like that. That's, oh, it's a bit heavy. That's marble, isn't it?
Is that the same kind of stuff that you've picked?
No, it's lighter than stuff that I picked. Feel that, that's really heavy.
Well, it's Korean, isn't it?
That's,
yeah.
oh, the stuff that I picked was lighter than that, so I don't know what it was. It looked like corian, but this is the right sort of thickness. But this is what I want to do, is to get it flush here.
It's huge.
So let's have a look.
It's huge.
See if mine's bigger. Actually, it is huge.
It is huge.
But the one in Serenity is not bad compared with that. Alright, so let's see if Lucy can figure out how to open these. Right, I should get a little timer in the corner, shouldn't I?
Smash it.
How many degrees have you got? And we're still working on it. There we go. So we'll stop the timer now. What was that, about 15 hours? Probably have to do a time lapse. This is after the champagne bar, yeah? So there we go, champagne lifestyle at the London Boat Show. I recommend going to a boat show even if you're not into sailing, you will enjoy it. Lots of projects going on. I am videoing stuff to do with sorting out the rudder, which a lot of people have asked about, and the windows, the port lights, etc. will be done. Lots of varnishing, lots of things to happen, so I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.